What's up? Welcome back to Mike's Tool Reviews. On this episode, the toolbox tour of this dinky little toolbox I've been suffering with for like 10 years. And at the end of the day, there's only like 4 different kinds of tools in this whole box, but there's a good bit of all of them. Also, something I discovered today, you can't walk around your yard with a machete without looking like a complete psycho. I was trying to like just hack up some vines and just take down some weeds and stuff like that, but I just felt like a fucking maniac the whole time. I'm just like walking around the yard like weeds. But I was trying to hold it all daintily, like, oh yeah, I'm just, doing yard work, but I still felt like a freaking psycho when the whole time I was doing it. But to the toolbox, you gotta have stickers. Stickers are an important part of toolbox culture. I got a good selection here. I'm a hottie, so I got that. And this is a funny one that my friend gave me. That's a real towing company, too. Call them up right now. Here's the oil filter for the Buick, because that's so fucking hard to look up when you need a filter. Here's a bet that I had with an old roommate. We had a house with a garage, and one roommate had a Audi S4 all torn apart, and we were taking bets on how long it would take him to put it back together. And I said 2 weeks. I said 4 weeks. He said 2, and RS was the winner of $2. Up here, I've got the Harbor Freight trim tools. These are fucking awesome. One of my favorite things I've ever gotten from Harbor Freight. I thought there was another one in here. Yeah, there was 4. I had 3 of them now. Random ratchet screwdriver. This is the worst screwdriver ever. If you're an electrician and you use this, just stop. I should have just thrown this away. Someone told me to get it when I was brand spanking new in the trade, and as you can see, this screwdriver looks brand spanking new because I used it for like half a day and said, fuck that thing. I don't know why I haven't gotten rid of it. Just randoms. Oh, guys, a Husky. Got some picks. I got the Harbor Freight picks. These screwdrivers, these are the worst fucking screwdrivers ever. Workforce, off Home Depot brand. And here's why I never buy these. I still see these too. They shed these little nubs, and every time you use them, they fucking get everywhere. Like, I fucking hate these. I'm about to upgrade my cheap set of screwdrivers. I might actually go with a gear wrench set. And that's the top. And then these drawers here are my original Craftsman Socket Set that I got when I was like 14 or 15. One of the best presents I've ever received. And it being a Craftsman box and a Craftsman set, the drawers are set up well enough. I just dropped the plastic trays right in here. This is a really decent 1/4-inch set. I don't really have a need for too many other sockets than these deep or shallow, and then it comes with, what is it? Standard 6 points, or 12 points, I'm sorry. These are 6. Extension, screwdriver bullshit with the bits. Here's where the other ratchets live. The Harbor Freight, the Wera, gear wrench, a bunch of extensions. This one comes with it. Just an extension and this stupid snake thing that I've never fucking used. Nope. 3/8 here, a really good 3/8 set. Covers pretty much everything. In the little pocket next door, I've got the Pittsburgh swivel head, protectant stubby, that thumb ratchet thing, and these are Harbor Freight. They're not really. I guess they're a little bit of an extension, but just little swivels, not universals. I like these way better than the universals. The universals can turn too much. This just gives you, I don't know, 15 degrees maybe 20. Awesome. One of the best things I got from Harbor Freight. Down here, I had the plastic tray for these. That plastic tray was just taking up too much space, so I got these rails to put them on. Stanley torque set, 3/8 extensions, 3/8 ratchets, and then the overflow, this is all 1/2 inch, I'm sorry. All the overflow 3/8 stuff ends up down here. Got these. I had stripped the shit out of the nut on my friend's SRT4 Neon. He went and bought a bunch of car parts and had no idea how to put them on, so he enlisted the help of his somewhat mechanically inclined friends, and it was a brand new car, and I fucked it up. But those have been awesome over the years. Down here in the little cubby, these are cool. I had a friend give me these. Some vintage ant probe, like brand spanking new, never been used. I think I'm going to do a video about those. Mechanics impact gloves. Got this magnet. Over here got some trays, scraper, little clip for shit. Note cards. These are good for... Actually, I think I bought these to plasti dip the rims on my WRX. A little mirror, a little inspection mirror, some RTV or something. This thing's cool. I think my grandfather gave me this a long time ago. I didn't even know what it was for years. Impact driver. You put a big Phillips or whatever kind of bit in there, and then you beat that end with a hammer, and it's just like a manual impact driver. Once I figured out what it was, I used it a couple times, and it's awesome. That's random old drill bits. This is a pretty new set of Ryobi drill bits. Not too bad. This is metric Allens, metric 3/8, and actually they're like all sizes. Metric Allens. I have the standard set I use at work. This has just a bunch of different bits in it. All kinds of impact bits and nut driver bits. This is a really shitty Ryobi extractor set. Have not been successful with it yet after a few attempts. That's the top part, and down here I have my Craftsman 20-piece set, and then I got these 12 wrench holders. I filled this one up, the rest of the sizes with these are 2 Huskies, and then the metrics I added gear wrench to fill out the holders all the way. I have these old things. These like never fit anywhere. I've grabbed them a lot, and they just end up not fitting. Not a big fan of those. That's standard set, and this is the offsets are metric, I think. Yeah. Adjustable wrench. These are the Allens that came with that old socket set, which I've always used other kind of Allens. I don't know why they're still in there. Probably. Oh yeah, the little midget wrenches. Never used those. That's the wrench drawer. And this is the air tools drawer. Metric and standard Husky impact half-inch set. This is a Harbor Freight air hammer with the pickle fork and all the other attachments, different kinds of chisels. This is awesome. This is the Ingersoll Rand 231. It's heavy as shit. I imagine the pro techs, they want the light one, the composite one, but this one stands right up there with their really, really expensive ones, but it's a tank. It's fucking heavy. I got this what the hell number is this? 170 Edge Series air ratchet 3/8. I like this thing a lot, and I got this like rubberized grip. The Edge Series has the rubber grip on it, so these tend to get really cold if you're using them a lot. Not that one. Oh yeah, this is what is this? Kawasaki. Kawasaki cutoff wheel. They make these right where they make the KX 450s. Right there with the motorcycles. This is an Ingersoll. What number is this? 301B die grinder. This thing is this shit. It's really efficient on air. Way better than that cutoff wheel. And I got little bits, extra bits for everything. And then down below, we have 2 jack stands, a bottle of map gas, and the worst fucking battery charger I've ever used. This one here. This should be on a wanted poster. Don't buy this battery charger. It's got it's got buttons and a computer inside, and it thinks it was all right for like a year, but now it thinks like every battery's fucked, even if it's 11 volts. It says, oh, bad battery, and then it has a recondition feature. You can plug that on a battery for a good 6 days, and at the end of the 6 days, it tells you that your battery's fucked. I literally had this on for so long on this one battery. What else? Oh, look at this. We have that's a old laptop IDE hard drive. It's a whopping 12 gigs. I think this came out of like a $2,500 laptop when I was in high school. I saved a long time to buy that laptop, and it had a whopping 12 gig hard drive. Here, whatever, that's a fucking RC gas tank. And that's it. Hopefully this will get upgraded soon. It's in pretty poor shape, and there's like 1,000 other tools that are not in the toolbox that should be. So that's it. That's my toolbox tour. So till next time, thanks for watching.